Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Monica and I post videos all about personal finance, all about the stimulus checks, all about investing for beginners, all about budgeting during a crisis. So if you are interested in topics like those, you already know what to do. Be sure to subscribe down below to this channel. Also, please like this video, give this video a huge thumbs up, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss any of my stimulus check or stimulus package updates. So let's hop right into it, all about the second round of stimulus checks. Will you get a second stimulus check in 2020? Now that depends on the state of the recession when lawmakers decide, and on the government itself. Now we got a fresh batch of numbers on Thursday from the Labor Department that revealed that 1.5 million people applied for unemployment benefits last week. Now that marks 13 straight weeks that more than 1 million out of work Americans filed for unemployment for the first time. Now the amount of money you could get in the next round of stimulus checks is dependent on actually how big the bill is. Of course, if it's 1 trillion, it leaves less room for stimulus checks. If it's 2 or 3.5 trillion even, that leaves quite a lot of room for another round of stimulus checks. So we did have the House who proposed that $3 trillion bill. The Senate Majority Leader is seeking a $1 trillion cap, and President Donald Trump is suggesting at least $2 trillion in June, according to the White House trade advisor, Peter Navarro. They also mentioned that the president was asking for $400 billion to infrastructure alone, and that is on top of the $2 trillion stimulus that he has proposed. So it sounds like our president is ready to spend big. $2 trillion on stimulus and $400 billion separately for infrastructure. So here is the magic question. When will decisions be made? Deliberations for a second stimulus check aren't yet on the agenda. We have the stock market that continues to yo-yo. We have new cases that are soaring in over 20 states, and individuals and businesses are questioning how they might get through a second wave. So let's discuss what is the timeline for round 2 stimulus checks. Now, Congress has not set a date for a vote on a second stimulus package. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell did say the Senate may wait till the end of July to start working on the bill. Now, in my opinion, that's completely unacceptable. At the end of July, a lot of unemployment benefits will end. They also mentioned the Back to Work Act, and that was a possibility of being implemented, the $450 for going back to work. But that was also scheduled to end at the end of July. So the time to begin figuring out what we are going to do next, once a whole bunch of people no longer have this unemployment income, is not when they lose that unemployment income. Now, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said that this second relief package could very well be the last. Now, I think that's a little presumptuous to say because, of course, if we have another round of the virus, then there's no telling what would be needed to fix the issue. The Senate timeline to begin work on a second fiscal proposal includes a scheduled 2-week recess in July from July 3rd until July 17th. White House officials also anticipate that the executive branch will work on its own proposal through July, and that's of course according to the Wall Street Journal. Now, before the White House and Republican leaders begin negotiating the details of a new stimulus package, they want to evaluate how much money allocated to the first stimulus checks and and other aid for businesses has actually been spent. Now, it's unknown if calls for police reform as part of the protests sweeping the globe in response to the death of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery will affect the government's agenda moving forward. Now, we already saw congressional leaders in kente cloth representing Black Lives Matter. So it will be interesting to see how this impacts the next stimulus package. Now, when the Senate, House, and White House negotiators do begin negotiations, they'll be under pressure to reach a deal very quickly as the enhanced unemployment, as I said, ends at the end of July. Some have even been asking, is a second stimulus check necessary? We're opening up, things are going back to normal. The question is at the heart of this debate. They're really asking, is it necessary? Should we put it in there? In my opinion, a second stimulus check is not a question. It's an obvious need, and Congress needs to get the ball rolling. Now, back in April, 82% of survey respondents said a one-time payment of $1,200 would not be enough. They would prefer a monthly payment through the end of the crisis. And I've said this before in other videos, but a monthly check until the crisis is over, I think is more than fair. People have dealt with being in their homes for far too long, losing income, not having income. And if Congress can go ahead and move a stimulus package forward and we can get another round of stimulus checks going, I think by all means get it done. Now, this direct support can make a critical difference, not just in helping families and businesses in their time of need, but also in limiting the long-lasting damage to our economy. And these were words said from the chair of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. He is so aware that the need for stimulus checks is right now. We need to get the ball rolling because this could have long-lasting effects on our economy. And my question to Congress is this: is it worth it to have another 2-week vacation, enjoying the summer fun, or should we have years of economic disaster because of the time you all chose not to put in? Now, on the yes side, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said in the Senate testimony this month that the U.S. economy may need more help. We have Treasury Secretary Mnuchin saying it, Jerome Powell saying it. People are clearly in need, and Congress is hanging out. Mnuchin has said, I think we're going to seriously look at whether we want to do more direct money to stimulate the economy. He said this is all going to be about getting people back to work. Now, some are looking for signs that the U.S. economy is already recovering without the need for a second boost. On June 5th, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that the U.S. unemployment rate in May declined by 1.4% to 13.3%. Now, following that labor report, many in Washington asked if the U.S. economy is already heading in the right direction without further government assistance. They said it takes a lot of the wind out of the sails of any phase 4. A White House advisor, Stephen Moore, said, we don't need it now. There's no reason to have a major spending bill. The sense of urgent crisis is very greatly dissipated by that jobs report. Essentially, we see that jobs are coming back, people are making more money, things are growing less dismal. So is there really a need for future government assistance? And the answer is yes. While others in Washington have cautioned against reading too much into those numbers. So that is it. That is your update for today, Friday, June 19th. I hope you all are doing well. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have received your stimulus check yet. Also, please let me know in the comments down below your opinion on all of this madness. I definitely hope that we get another round of stimulus checks. I don't believe Congress is looking to do these monthly stimulus checks. They never really were, but we the people were pushing for them. And because Congress's goal is to get people back to work, and giving people money not to go to work is a disincentive to work, I don't see us getting monthly stimulus checks. But I do see us getting another round of $1,200 stimulus checks. So that is the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for being a part of my community. And if you are not a part of my community, be sure to subscribe and join this wonderful tribe of people who are learning, growing. And so on that note, I will catch you all on the next stimulus check and stimulus package update. Bye guys.